Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
What? Okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
Welcome, everybody, to the Smacked Raw podcast, Monday Night Raw recap edition. Or, Kevin, you put it, what would you say? It was Monday Night Smacked Raw.
Friday night Smacked Raw, because I was making a joke about the fact that last Friday they had a bunch of Raw superstars on SmackDown.
Ah, that's true. Anyways,
That was
we're your hosts, Kyle Tyson and Kevin Crazy.
Woo!
Kevin filling in for the regular Raw host, Katie Bebe, who is out recovering from having a hard-fought last man standing match with Miss Britt Baker in the dentist office. She's currently out injured. She should be back in a week or so. Anyways, that was stupid.
She shouldn't have been popping off, though. Let's be honest. Britt Baker's a goddamn professional wrestler, and Katie's a podcaster. What the hell was she thinking?
Exactly. Like, we have no business in the ring, Katie. All right, especially like these horrendous stipulations, like last woman standing. Are you kidding me? It was your debut. God damn.
The only person that I know, well, Matt Vertigo and Jay Thunder. And any other wrestler that may have been on they're the only ones.
Those are the only two people ever on the show that should be featured in a match like that.
Yes.
Anyways.
I love you, Katie, but don't ever do it again.
You guys, we're a wrestling recap podcast. You can catch us live on twitch.tv/puttingyouover Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Thursday nights we do NXT over on twitch.tv/SmackDraw Podcast. And if you ever miss a live stream, please check us out on youtube.com/SmackDraw Podcast. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. It helps us out a ton, and we greatly appreciate all the support from all of our fans. Kev, we're here talking Raw, the Raw after the 2021 Royal Rumble. In a nutshell, Kev, what'd you think?
It was raw dog, man. No, but seriously, I actually really enjoyed the show. I mean, with any Raw, any week, there's going to be parts that are going to drag a little because, I mean, it's a 3-hour goddamn show, you know, but overall, I felt pretty entertained. I liked, the way that it ended was incredible.
Yeah.
Like, that was so dope, you know.
Alexa Bliss looking extra creepy, costing Randy Orton the blow-off match with him and Edge.
Yes, that was perfect. I mean, I was kind of hoping for the Fiend return, but that was still really cool, you know.
Isn't that a feud that worked backwards? Edge and Randy Orton. Yeah. You kick off the feud with a last man standing match. Your second match is billed as like the best wrestling match ever, and then your blow off is the main event of Monday Night Raw.
Normal match. Yeah. Well, I have a feeling that was probably going to go in a different direction before Edge got hurt. You know,
probably. Yeah, probably.
But I mean, not that this is bad. You know, don't get me wrong. I like it. It's just. Yeah, I feel like that was not the plan.
No. Anyways, I'm happy it happened. You guys, if you want to help support the show, there's a couple different ways you can support SmackDraw Podcast. First and foremost, head over onto WrestlingNewsWorld.com. Go ahead, subscribe to that news channel. You guys, I know everybody loves watching and listening to all of their wrestling content, but there's another way you can take it in, and that's reading. And over at WrestlingNewsWorld.com, they have a ton of fantastic
reading
articles. Shut up.
Are you LeVar Burton?
No, yeah, Lamar over here. No, man. Subscribe to these guys. Very talented writers over there, and they are so gracious enough to make us the official recap podcast of their website. Check them out for your hot takes. opinion pieces, retro reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. It's Wrestling News World once again. And then if you want to help support the show directly, like Savannah in the chat here, head on over to patreon.com/SmackDrawPodcast. We have a bevy of reward tiers, including stickers, t-shirts, and of course the returning Unpopular Wrestling Opinions, where you can record in video format your own unpopular opinion and have it featured on the show. I think we're going to do a guest version of this, Kev, where I'm going to reach out to some of our biggest SmackDraw fans, and as a freebie, just allow them to record them and feature them on the next episode, just to kind of give you a feel of what it's going to look like. But yeah, once again, SmackDraw Podcast, or patreon.com/SmackDraw Podcast.
Yeah. No, I like that idea. We'll have to talk about that later.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, Raw was good. It in my opinion, like anything else, nothing can be perfect from top to bottom, or if it is, or it's rare that it is.
Yeah.
But some stuff was lackluster. Like, this is supposed to be kind of, like the Raw after Mania-esque.
Yeah.
But
this is supposed to start the really big build of WrestleMania too,
Yeah. Which
so
we
I hear
did. I think the biggest build to Mania we got tonight was the Sheamus and Drew feud.
Yeah.
Which is actually
a great. I would even argue potentially they might draw out that the Riddle Lashley feud till then too, after what happened tonight. That could. I mean, potentially.
Yeah. The Riddle and Lashley. Riddle just keeps getting annihilated by Lashley, though.
Yeah, he does.
Did you see the tweet by Bobby Lashley? Said, Big E, hold on to that IC title till Survivor Series, and I'll do my part.
Ooh.
That makes us wait too long. That is way too long of a wait.
No, one of them will lose their belt before then,
dude,
which is too bad, because oh my god, that would be a great match
in the Rumble. Those guys, that was I said screw Lashley and Brock Lesnar. Give me Lashley and Big E. That was just some fantastic stuff. Let's kick off the show.
What's up, Justin, in the chat? Get yo.
Oh, yeah, Justin's in the chat. Bama Dave, Roll Tide.
Yep.
He's in the chat. He says he wants Damian Priest versus Lashley.
I could see that, too. And by the way, I would agree with the 8 out of 10. I think that was right exactly where Raw was. Bama Dave. See.
I'm sorry. I was just busy trying to catch up with the chat. I was reading.
Bama
said Xavier Woods just screamed on Raw Talk at Adam Pearce to book him versus Reckoning next week.
Why Reckoning?
Because that's Mia Yim. She's out with COVID.
Oh yeah. Okay, COVID. Yeah.
All right. Let's kick off the show. We mentioned it earlier. Drew McIntyre kicks us off, cutting a babyface promo. Out comes the men's Royal Rumble winner, Edge, of course. Drew complimenting him, and Edge essentially insulted him, like, what the hell are you doing, man? He's like, I am now your enemy. Edge kind of imploring McIntyre to have more of an edge.
You went there.
Sorry. Look, I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud. I'm not. Okay. Anyways, while they go back and forth over Drew saying, I'm not the type of opportunistic wrestler that you were, out comes Sheamus. Sheamus says he's got no problem getting his hands dirty. McIntyre lets cooler heads prevail. Edge bails. And then as McIntyre is exiting, Sheamus turns heel, bro kicks Drew McIntyre in the skull. Kevin, what do you think?
I was about that, man, because at first, I wasn't feeling the promo at first, honestly. I was just like, whatever, this is just kind of lame babyface stuff. Like you said, babyface promo from Drew. And then I kind of thought, I was surprised about what Edge said, don't get me wrong, but it was just it was kind of like that dumb show of respect. But then when freaking Sheamus clocked him with the brogue kick, I was like, I see where you were going with that. WWE, even if it was stupid and easy, it's still like it was nice to see that, you know?
Yeah, Bama and Bama has been becoming kind of a more regular featured guest on the show. He helped me out this morning with the Royal Rumble recap, and we briefly touched on the Sheamus and Drew feud and said that it was me, was like, I'd like to see Sheamus and Drew be friends leading towards Mania, and then as the closer you get to Mania, the more incensed Sheamus becomes and eventually turns heel. We just hot shot it tonight.
Yeah, I was gonna say
there was no wait tonight.
There was no slow burn to that. It was went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah, man, they wasted no time. Someone else that didn't waste time was Lashley getting himself DQ'd in his match with Matt Riddle. A lot of us pinned Matt to walk away with the title. This was a smart way to protect Riddle.
Yes, and Lashley.
And
frankly.
Lashley.
Yeah.
Lashley put Matt Riddle in the hurt lock against the ropes. The ref gave the 5 count. He refused to let go. Lashley gets himself DQ'd. The story comes after the match. Lashley's completely incensed. He destroys Riddle, puts him in the hurt lock. MVP is imploring with him, literally saying, "Don't kill the man." You know?
He did.
Afterwards, once Lashley finally has his fun, releases Riddle, walks up the ramp, in a complete fit of rage. And MVP obviously liked what he saw.
Oh, yeah.
Where's this going?
I don't know, man, but I'm kind of into this unhinged Lashley too, man. Like, if he's gonna just run roughshod like that, isn't that what the Hurt Business should be doing?
Yeah.
Isn't that like their whole gimmick is they just like to beat people up? You know, like.
Well, commentary was putting it over that Lashley felt like he should have won the Rumble, and it took like 5 or 6 guys to eliminate him, and so this was leftover aggression from the Rumble.
Oh, sure. I can understand that. And I can understand the, the fact that Hurt Business kind of has been going after Riddle for weeks now, but I'm just saying that, like, that's I think the Hurt Business is at their best when they're just like bullies like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way that I like them the best, is they're just like, no, man,
Yeah, I'm tired. I don't like the infighting. I just want a strong, cohesive heel faction out of the Hurt Business. I'm a broken record when I come out and say they're my favorite faction out there, man. To have a strong mentor, 3 guys who are extremely talented, finally having the right mentorship to reach their potential, all carrying themselves like stars, wearing suits. How could you not? It's weird because it's like everything about them screams babyface, except for the fact that they just, they beat people up. Like that's
yeah.
You know, if it wasn't for the fact that they beat people up and bully stagehands, these would be the biggest baby faces on Monday Night Raw. Following this, we see a Bugatti pull up to the arena. It's revealed it's Bad Bunny. It wasn't a one-off. He's showing up on Monday Night Raw tonight. We afterwards get a promo from Randy Orton plugging his main event match with Edge later in the evening. He congratulates Edge on his win, but he has a problem with him coming back because Randy Orton vowed to retire Edge, take him out, and now Edge is making him look like a liar by persevering in his career. So he vows in the main event tonight to do just that and retire Edge once again. You good, by the way?
It works. He did say that, you know.
So it was just kind of weird. Me and Bama talked about it. Do you think the story should have finished in the Rumble? Because they kind of had the blow-off match in the Rumble itself.
Yeah, I kind of felt like that was the ending to it. So I was a little not that I'm mad at having another Edge Randy Orton match, don't get me wrong.
By no means,
they're 2 of the best ever, But I hear you. That's kind of the way that I felt about it, is that especially because they had the ring to themselves for 3 minutes at least, and then basically ran around outside of the
Had
ring,
like a hardcore
you know,
match. They like
for-
full on had a hardcore
yeah,
match.
I mean, yeah, they it was a one-on-one match between the two of them for like 10 minutes, basically. They had a match, essentially. You know?
No, I got you. We get Miz TV. He features Bad Bunny. He's trying to bury the hatchet from Royal Rumble, where he destroyed the set. They're still trying to collaborate. They'll help
To get an Emmy
Yeah, they want to win a Grammy.
or a Grammy is
Yeah.
yeah.
Bad Bunny once again declined. Said he only agreed to be on Miz TV because Damian Priest wanted to be on Miz TV, and that's how we get a debuting. Damian Priest comes out. He has a match with the Miz. I saw some people griping over this. Said that the debut was lackluster. And then not to mention that it was due to a distraction by Bad Bunny pulling away the briefcase and hitting Morrison with the mic, which allowed Damian Priest to pick up the victory with a reckoning. Personally speaking, I didn't have much of an issue with it, but what do you
I didn't have an issue with that at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like sure, if you want to get really nitpicky about it, maybe that's an issue. But like, I kind of thought Bad Bunny was just out there. I mean, sure, maybe it's not a one-off. Maybe he's gonna be in the WWE on a regular basis. I don't know. But I figured in this case, it was mostly just to have an equalizer for Morrison out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I liked it. I thought it made sense. And Priest, man, he's got superstar written all over him.
I think you said it in the chat. Not everybody's going to debut and stomp like the champion or a former champion, kind of like Kevin Owens did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people are going to have average debuts. I came out and said, at least it wasn't like Aleister Black, where Aleister Black came out, no one did their research, and commentary was like, this is the blue-collar man. He's fighting for the everyday guy and stuff like that. And like at least he had some form of Latin connection with somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
So I had no issue with it. Blowouts in the chat. Haven't seen him in a while. You two are the best. What's up, Kevin Crazy? What's up, Kyle Tyson? It's blowout time. Blowout, man, I love you to death, bro. Thank you for being here.
Yes. I love blowout time, bud.
Dude, and I love watching your Twitter activity. If you have not familiarized without this man, check out Blowout. He's giving everybody shout outs. He's having a blast, I believe, in Hawaii. This guy is fantastic to follow.
Yes. Love me some Blowout, man. He's awesome.
Yes, sir. Lucha House Party took on the other Hurt Business members, the tag team champs, Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. I missed a bit of this. I was doing stuff with Gavin. All I noticed was they just pretty much had a decent match, but lost, and there wasn't much else, unless I missed something.
No, I mean, you pretty much said it. Like, I mean, Lucha House Party looked really, really good. You know, like I kind of forget like how good those dudes really are because they're never on TV or they're on like 205 Live. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't watched 205 Live in a long ass time.
They're getting better matches, but they're still losing. That's the thing. Is it's like, dude, check out how great the Lucha House Party was in this match. They lost. Look how great Grand Metalik was. He won a singles match. They got a tag team title match. They lost. Like, they're like the best tag team on Raw that can't pick up a victory.
No, I mean, yeah, that's pretty accurate, you know. I mean, Jesus, the last time I remember them getting extended TV time was when all three of them were in the feud with frickin' Lars Sullivan back a while ago. And that was stupid.
Yeah.
So
the match was okay. Bam was helping us out here. He says Shelton Benjamin stole the win from Cedric, like Cedric stole the win.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, this wasn't even about showcasing Lucha House Party as it was extending the feud between Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. Which, I mean, I get it, but what are we gonna do with Lucha House Party, man? At some point, when are these guys gonna get their due? Where they can do something positive. other than look good in a losing effort and then show up for the 24/7 picture whenever
no
our
shit.
truth needs like a bunch of people to run away from.
No, it is. It's too bad too because like their gimmick is totally right up my alley. They're just dumb and fun, and they do a bunch of flipsy doos. It's great. I love it. You know. So
I love that we're keeping the spirit of Rob alive
yeah,
with the term
Oh, yeah.
flipsy doos.
I love that term. It makes perfect sense.
Yes,
You know?
sir. We got a backstage interview with Drew McIntyre, who genuinely looks hurt by his
yeah.
best friend betrayal. The only issue I have with this is most of the best friend storyline here was told on social media and not on television.
Yeah.
Like you had to follow Drew and Sheamus over the holidays to see all the bro stuff that they were doing, watching football games and spending Christmas together. None of it really played out on television to really add to the dramatic effect of how Drew was acting, because he looked genuinely hurt. It's just
yeah. Oh yeah.
television never told us how close these guys were other than commentary. Like they spent 10, 15 years on the indies or something, you know? Never got to see it with our own eyes.
Right. Yeah, I hear you. I wish they would have done a little bit more. But that aside, it was a good promo.
Yeah, it was
True,
decent.
for
It was
sure,
definitely
because, I mean,
impassioned.
Like you said, I mean, even without all of that context, you still felt the feelings he was trying to convey, you know. So, but yeah, it would have been more impactful with better context for sure.
Oh, yeah. All right. So we reached the point of the night. I'm always a positive guy, Kev. You know me. I try to be positive.
Yeah.
I look for the brighter side. I really can't get behind the Carlito debut. The man looked like
I didn't,
a star in the Rumble. He looks yoked as hell in the Rumble and still currently, obviously.
oh yeah.
But you debut this guy in a tag team with Jeff Hardy, who Jeff Hardy, let's be honest now, is on the decline. My favorite wrestler growing up. Not like I've always hated him, and I don't hate Jeff. Where he is now is nothing admirable. Like, he just is not. You put him in a tag team against Elias and Jackson Riker. He doesn't even pick up the win. Jeff does.
Yeah, he did.
No. Jeff picked up the pin.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Carlito hit
That's right.
something on Jackson Riker, tagged in Jeff for the Swanton. Jeff is the one seen celebrating with Carlito, who people have been clamoring for to come back for
Yeah,
a
I know.
decade now. Carlito's celebrating outside the ring on the floor. This is what you brought him back to do. Now, I'm not saying he's dead in the water, but dude, this was a wasted return right here in my eyes.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't the best. I don't know that it was wasted. I mean, like the Damian Priest debut was certainly better than the Carlito return. That's for damn sure. I mean, I hear you there. Like,
On the social
like,
media side of Kev,
I mean,
on the
you could
social
make
media
the
side,
thing-
Kev, who have you heard people talking more about in our group chat and on social media as far as debuting? Has Damian Priest had more hype than Carlito, or the other way around? Is it just me? Because I feel like I've been hearing people excited for Carlito to come to Maine.
oh yeah.
More than Damian Priest.
Oh, 100%. No, I would completely agree with that.
Backstabber blowout.
The-
They'll
the- no
correct me in
question.
what Carlito hit. Yeah, it was a backstabber. My bad. But yeah.
No, totally agree. I'm just saying that, like, you could make the same argument that we were making earlier about the Edge and Randy Orton thing, you know? I mean, Carlito kind of made his debut last night, you know? I mean, I understand this is a little different than making a Royal Rumble debut, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just don't think it takes away from the debut from last night.
Yeah, from last night, absolutely. But now we know we have at least another month or two of Carlito circling this drain of a story role between Jeff, Jackson Riker, and Elias that no one's interested in. This is more of a piss break than a Lana match, you know, and that's what gets me.
I pop for Lana better than I do for this shit.
Yes, thank you.
Like, for real. I hear you. I'm trying to make lemons out of lemonade and kind of being a devil's advocate here. I hear you. It's not good. That storyline is not good. But no, I don't think it's gonna hurt Carlito in the long run.
It's it's gonna be a boring ass start out the gate. This story, because it's dead in the water.
Yeah.
Look, let's look at this. This story is what kicked off the whole Jeff Hardy is an addict thing, with him being framed for running over Elias. It was concluded on SmackDown in 2019. And then we get, for whatever reason, Elias rehashing it. Like he wasn't able to watch television the whole time and see that Sheamus set him up. So it makes no fucking sense. And now...
No, it's dumb.
It should have ended 3 or 4 matches ago, and now Elias Carlito's injected into it. Dude, I don't know, man. It's just it's an angle that's gonna go nowhere. It's gonna go nowhere, and it's gonna take the wind out of Carlito's sails right away, man. I hope this doesn't turn him into like, remember when the Dudleys had their final run in WWE? They were a novelty nostalgia act, and they did nothing of interest. Their final run in the WWE. I hope that this is not going to turn into that.
Well, I hope not either. I'm just I don't know.
Sorry, man. Look. Just, you know.
No, it's all good. You're entitled to your opinion. And no, I mean, and all the stuff that you said about the angle and the story is totally right. It's like, I wasn't into it from the jump, but that's just because of my own personal feelings about that kind of stuff. Like, whatever, I'm not saying that makes it bad necessarily, but like it's run its course. Like you said, back in 2019 it ran its course.
Yes.
And now it's still running its course from like back in August of 2020. Like, what the fuck are we doing, man?
No idea.
I hear you.
Yeah, it's no idea. Bama Dave just says, give me Carlito versus Jeff Hardy again and get it over with. Bama, that is the point right there.
I mean, where's the lie though?
Yeah. We get a match between Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. All right, where does everyone stand on Nikki Cross's theme music? Am I the only one that doesn't mind it? I think I am.
It fits better with her gimmick than her old music did, for sure, but I'm not. I don't know. I don't. It's not bad, but it's not great, you know.
I said.
Like, I think they could have done better.
I think it fits better for like a face Lacey Evans, is what I said. Like if Lacey Evans turned face,
I could totally.
I think it would fit that. I don't think like the theme in a bubble. I don't think is bad. I think it's bad. Right. Nikki Cross.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bama says, I totally. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say Bama says give back Sanity's theme. Yeah. Blowout says he already can't have an apple. Blowout, listen, man, we are in a pandemic. The last thing we need to be doing is spitting in each other's faces right now, okay? Storyline or not. As much as I love Carlito, that does not fit 2021 standards right now.
No. But you're right. The song in a bubble isn't bad. It just doesn't fit freaking Nikki Cross. That's the problem. That's the problem with it.
Yeah. She has a match with Alexa Bliss. During the match, Alexa goes from the Funhouse persona into kind of her getup, how she was dressing. It's still, I think, Goddess Bliss, but it looks different because
that's what they keep saying on commentary.
Yeah, with Nikki Cross. Then she transforms back to Funhouse Bliss and delivers her own version of the Sister Abigail. Which I don't know. I can't take credit for this. I think it was someone in our group chat called it the Twisted Abigail. And I thought that was fucking chef's kisses. Like perfect.
That's perfect.
That. Yeah. But yeah, Alexa Bliss picks up the victory against Nikki Cross. Do you think Alexa
Dope match.
It was good. It was good. Where do you see Alexa going in the future? Do you see her going towards this Randy feud with the Fiend, or do you see her going towards like Asuka or whoever's going to hold the women's championship?
I gotta think she's going towards a women's championship, but I think that like a peripheral storyline will be the Randy Orton stuff with her, because I think Fiend's going to come back, and obviously she's still going to be involved with the Fiend, so there'll be stuff going on there too. But I think her main focus will be getting the women's belt, and I hope that it's still Asuka, frankly, with what they've been doing lately.
Yeah. I think Asuka would be a perfect person for Alexa to take that off of, and then let Asuka turn heel afterwards or something. I forgot to mention this earlier. I completely skipped over it. I think my brain was just trying to like blip it out. We did actually have a 3-way tag match for number 1 contendership.
Yeah.
Speaking of Asuka, it was Asuka and Charlotte, which I'm hoping this signifies the end. There's no reason to have these women as a tag team, but Charlotte and Asuka taking on the team of Lana and Naomi, and then the team of Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose. By the way, the only legitimate women's tag team out of the 6. Okay. During the match,
3
out of the 6 women, or out of the 3 teams. Yeah, my bad. That makes way more sense than what I said.
6 women, 3 tag teams.
Yeah. Ric Flair during the match comes out with Lacey Evans, causes a distraction while Charlotte's in the ring. Charlotte just tags herself out, tags Asuka in, who promptly gets hit by Naomi with a rear view and gets pinned for the loss, giving Naomi and Lana number 1 contendership against Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, which I'm cool with, because I want to see Lana have that climax victory over that tag team, because she was put through a table for 3 months straight. But at the same time, did Asuka need to get pinned by a rear view?
I mean, whatever,
dude. Out of all, that is.
Listen, I don't know, man. I don't.
How long did you work with Rob? How long did you work with Rob and hear him complain about the Bailey to Belly being the worst finisher on the planet? Dude, the rear view is up there with that caliber. Is one of the worst finishers.
It's not great. I mean, it's not great. I guess what I'm saying is I don't really necessarily take issue with Asuka getting pinned in this particular.
I don't mind her getting pinned, but
situation.
That is a fucked up move to get pinned by. Especially by itself, dude. Asuka's been through wars, son. She has been through wars.
No, I know.
Pinned because she ran face first into someone's ass.
The story there. Jesus Christ. No, but I think the story there was that Asuka's, mind was elsewhere because of what happened with Charlotte Flair. You know what I'm saying? So like. She was supposed to kind of look bad, because she wasn't in it, because she was like, where the fuck did my tag team partner go?
But I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Like this, Bama Dave sums it up perfectly. Asuka has a hip attack. She has the same move in her arsenal that she hits way more viciously and can't end a match with it, man. But you got to tell me, Naomi with a look, listen, man.
Yeah,
look, it's really bad.
Any given Sunday, bitch. Even Tom Brady loses sometimes. So shut up.
All right. Fine. I'll shit on some more next week. Let's move on to the main event. Randy Orton.
He ain't getting 7 rings.
Yeah. Randy Orton taking on Edge. On the way to the ring, this is after, of course, Alexa Bliss was finishing up her match. Randy Orton and Alexa Bliss cross paths. Randy Orton refuses to make eye contact with her. Him and Edge have essentially a frantic, they just went straight to the crescendo. Like, there was no first act, second act. They went to the third act, go home. These guys are hitting essentially all their finishers except for the spear and RKO. Because, of course, they're putting over that Edge is exhausted from working almost an hour in the Royal Rumble last night, and he has to get it done. Eventually, it does look like time and exhaustion catches up with Edge. Randy Orton is setting up the RKO. When Alexa Bliss appears behind him, she starts having some blood or black ooze coming out her mouth. Real creepy.
It was like that. It almost kind of reminded me of that tongue or whatever the hell it was that she had come out of her mouth.
The Drago tongue from Lucha Underground. Yeah, dude, that was badass. They need that more. But anyways, it turns around. Edge hits a spear and wins. Like, that was it.
Yeah.
That was your go home angle. Good stuff. I really hope that's it for Edge and Randy. It feels like it though, right?
Yeah. Where else can they go with it? I don't really know. Like, how many more matches can you have with these guys that are like, especially if there was a title involved, I could see that, you know. But like right now, I'm over it. I mean, not that it was good. Don't get me wrong. Like but yeah, no more, please. For now,
anything that ties you to 2020, you kind of want to let go. You know what I mean?
Well, there's that too. Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, man, it's cool.
But I'm not trying to take away from the work that they did do because it was really good. But it's just, I don't. What else can you do with it? That's, you know what I mean. That's all I'm saying.
Not much. Like we said earlier, like they went backwards. Last man standing, grueling pay-per-view, best ever match, Raw main event went completely backwards in this feud of matches. But,
it worked though. I mean, it did work.
Yeah,
but...
no, it did. It did, and I'm cool with it, man. I'm cool with it. So it does. Let's speculate, Kev. Let's speculate. Now that we have you on the show, Edge, who's he going after? Is he going after Drew, or do you think Roman?
I gotta think that he's going after Drew.
Okay. And what about Bianca?
I mean, I wouldn't. What's that? Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, okay, so you say he's going after Drew. What about Bianca?
Oh, Bianca? Oh, she's got to be going after what's her name? Fuck.
We only cover wrestling for a living.
Sasha Banks.
There we
Sasha
go.
Banks. Yeah. Holy fuck.
I agree with you on Bianca.
Terrible.
I think with Sheamus attacking Drew, we're gonna get Edge going after Roman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was it.
No. I hear you. I wouldn't be mad at Edge going after Roman. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, maybe you're right though. Maybe you're right. I mean, I could see because like it's more believable to me, honestly, that Roman would beat Edge at this point in his career too. And I don't think Edge is going to beat Roman, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that would be a more compelling storyline to keep that mob boss shit going. You know what I'm saying? All the way through Mania. Roman Reigns is like, he's untouchable right now as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was talking about on the last
everything he does
SmackDown.
is gold.
Was Roman Reigns, not only does he have a fortress built around him, he himself feels like there's no chinks in the armor yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is the closest person to feeling like there was a chink in the armor with handcuffing Roman.
Mm-hmm.
But that was about it.
Well, even in the cage match that they had like a month ago or whatever, I mean, Kevin Owens made you believe he was going to win. The only reason why he lost is because he was handcuffed to the cage.
Right.
You know? So there's been at least a couple matches where Kevin Owens believably, I mean, really maybe even should have won the matches. You know what I'm saying? But definitely believably competed with him, you know?
Yep. I hear you on that. With that being said, that's our show tonight, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us in Twitch. Bama, Blowout, Savannah, Katie, Vince was in there for a bit as well. I believe the Get Show podcast stopped by for a minute to chill with us. You guys are all great. Once again, head on over to youtube.com/SmackDrop Podcast. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. And follow us on Twitter. Myself at The Kai Tai Show. The show at SmackDraw Pod. And Kevin, where can they find you?
Smoking weed every day. No, I'm just kidding. Kevin Crazy 316.
Damn, dude. Anyways, listen, man, we'll catch y'all on Wednesday when we cover AEW. But until then, like always, you guys, y'all have a good one.
Deuces.
I mean, we're late. It's supposed to be deuces before.
Oh, well, I tried. I failed. I rolled a 1.